Hello everyone, welcome back to the CodeIsha Training Center. Today we will discuss about the cascading style sheets. Okay, so as per the 30 days of the software technologies, today we will discuss about the CSS day 3. Okay, so let's get into the today agenda. What is in this session, we will discuss about the what is CSS and why CSS is important and types of the CSS, and also we will discuss about the syntax, selectors, and also we will discuss about the colors, styling sheets, stylings, text stylings, and CSS units, box model, layout using the Flexbox and responsive design, and also we will create the one simple demo as per the requirement. Okay, as per our requirement and to showcase the real-time example. Okay, so let's get into the main slides. So what is CSS? Okay, so CSS stands for Cascading Style Sheets. Okay, and it used to style HTML elements. It controls the color, whether it is colors, layout, fonts, spacing, and also it will control the like background images. Okay, and button styles. Okay, and also it will controls the font sizes also, like bold, italic, and any other style sheets. Okay, it can control. Oh, and cascading means styles can override each other based on our requirement. Okay, so we can controls the like box shading, box like whether it is like grid items like flex boxes. Okay, and also we can do the box shadows and the borders, and also border styling. Okay, and the list of the items, the like whether it is alphabet, whether it is numeric, and whether it is stylings. Okay, we can do those are all things with the help of the CSS. Okay, so mainly CSS for the styling purpose for the HTML elements. Okay, so see here the why CSS. So CSS makes the website more attractive, and it improves the user experience, and also it separates the design from the content. Okay, so let's see here the observer is there. So here the without CSS, so how it is looks just like the MS Word, right? So like only text, whether it is like adding the heading, and also like some of the headings and the stylings also there. Okay, so let's zoom it. So so here the without CSS, and let's see with the CSS. See here the very like adding the background color, and the adding the content is the very more like center of the text, and also we are adding the button the colorful, right? So this is the simple CSS and the without CSS. Okay, so let's see, we have the type of the CSS there. So that is there are three types. One is the inline, and one second one is the internal. Okay, and third one is the external. Okay, so inline is nothing but inside the HTML tag. Okay, and internal CSS means inside the style tag. Okay, we can use that. And also external CSS means separate CSS file. Okay, like HTML file, CSS file, like JavaScript file, right? So we have the three types of the files, right? So same like that we can create the coming to the external CSS means that is the like separate CSS file. Okay, and here the priority order. So better to like inline, internal, and the external. Okay, this is a series when we going to with the priority order, these three types. Okay, so syntax, let's see here the syntax is there. So syntax is the one is the selector. So selector that property and the value. Okay, so styling headings on the web page. Okay, so see here the for that use case we are adding the for that styling we are selected the h1 tag. Okay, so selector nothing but the h1 tag here. Okay, and inside that we are added the properties and the value. Property nothing but color, whether it is color, whether it is font size, whether it is font family, whether it is padding, whether it is margin, like whether it is like background color, whether it is like text color. Okay, so these are all properties. Okay, and here the values is there, like color, like blue, black, red, where whatever it is, or based on requirement we need to add the value. Okay, and here the size also there, whether it is 24, whether it is 30, whether it is 40. Okay, whatever our requirement, we can add the values is there for the property. Okay, so here the we are adding the selector is h1 tag. H1 tags main here the use case is there. So styling the heading on the web page. So for that I am selecting the, for that I am select the h1 tag. Okay, so here the CSS selectors. So simple use case is there, apply same style to multiple elements. Okay, so here the element is there, so p tag and the h1 tag when we need see here the we are uses the only h1, right? So we can also here add the like passage tag or any other dev classes, like dev tag, or like h1 tag, h2 tag, h3 tag, like that we can add with help with adding the comma. Okay, so see here we are adding the comma. Okay, and here the class nothing but the box, whether it is inside, like we can add the like dev, inside that we can add the class name also. Okay, like that in the html tags. Okay, and we have the id also there, and also group. Okay, so these two, like class attribute and the id attribute. Okay, here the group also there. So based on our selectors, it will change like whatever we are given the properties and the values. Okay, and here the colors in the css. Okay, so set background colors of the website. So when we need like background of the website colors, we can add the name, like the red color or blue color or yellow color or white color, wherever whatever it is based on our requirement. And also we can like and also we can declare the hex also and the rgb also. Okay, so we can declare based on this, based on our requirement we can implement these with help of these. Okay, and coming to the fonts and text styling. So here the we have the font style is font family, font size, and text align, and the font weight. Okay, so font family nothing but the different types of the like stylings. Okay, text stylings. Okay, and the font size coming to the whether it is big or whether it is small, whether it is medium. Okay, so we can implement that. And text align means like center, whether it is center, whether it is right, whether it is left. Okay, so we can declare the those text align in the text align property. Okay, and here the font weight also there. Font weight means here the see here the normal weight is there, like we don't have any bold, any other bolder, right? So here the we have the bold, right? So when we need these type of like this, we can add the inside the font weight property. We can uh, add the value based on our requirement. We need to add the value in the font weight. Okay, so this is the fonts and the text styling. And coming to the css units. Okay, so like we have the like make layouts adjust to the different screen sizes. Okay, so when we need like this, so this is the simple screen, right? So this is the simple screen and this is a big screen, right? So based on that we need to declare the using the px or percentage or em and the rim, and also vw and vh also. Okay, so coming to the px, it is the fixed size. Okay, and percentage relative size. Okay, and here the scalable text and the screen based. Okay, based on our screen, based on the user screens, it will be adjust. Okay, so this is the css units. And coming to the css box model, so adding the space around the elements. So see here the we have the box is there different, right? So here the some space is there and here the some space is there. Okay, so when we need like these spaces, okay, based on our requirement, we need to implement the with help of the properties like content, padding, border, and the margin. Okay, so like this, where whatever it is our business requirement, we need to add the those css box models. Okay, and flexbox layout. Okay, use it to arrange the items in the row or column, and easy to alignment with help of the display display flex and justify content and align items. Okay, so like this, like uh, just now we are discussed, right? So see here, the we have the gap is there, and whether it is a grid size like this, one or two like this, or we can add the horizontal and we can add the vertical also. Okay, with the help of the these flex box layout. Okay, see here the align buttons are menu items. Okay, and coming to the responsive design. Responsive design means, see here, like works on the mobile, tablet and desktop. Okay, and uses the flex layouts. Okay, so here the simple use case, like website looks good on the phone and the laptop. Okay, so for that we need to use the responsive design. Okay, and here the simple demo is there. So adding the colors to the page and they change the fonts and they use the flexbox for layout, but we are done these two. Okay, using the css. Okay, so let's see how we can add that css styles. Okay, and without css, how it likes, how it looks the website, and with adding the css, how the website looks like perfect and the clean. Okay, so let's see writing the piece of code. Let's back into the code editor. Okay, so here already here code is there, but we don't need that. So I'm removing these are all. Okay, I'm just adding these. So inside this style I'm adding you just like this. Okay, I don't need. Let's add the 20. So see here, without like without any styling, right? Without any styling it looks like this. Okay, so let's see, let's see adding the styling for these content. Okay, so I'm removing these are all. So see here, so when we add the css, okay, css content, it looks like this. Okay, so see here, this is the, let's zoom it. So this is the selector. Okay, this is a selector and this is the property and this is the value. Okay, so based on our requirement we need to add that. Okay, so see this is a selector, right? So let's see inside the html. So this is the selector one. Okay, and here the selector one. So if you need any other like custom for this only header, we can add the here the class attribute, and inside that like this you can give the, okay, you can give the like header one. Okay, you can add like this. Okay, so let's see, save this one. So let's come back into the style. So I'm adding the here selector, giving with name with the class name, like adding the dot h dot header one. Okay, and going with inside that I'm adding the font size. Okay, font size, I'm going to the 50. So see here, when we use the 50, so it will be looks like the bigger. Okay, as the normal. So here the already header is there. So let's remove it. See how it looks without any like adding the font size, right? So once we add this one, it will be increased. Okay, so because that is the class name, using the class name. Okay, here the select is there, selector, the we call it selectors, these are all. Okay, so this is a simple css trick. Okay, so when we add the css for the html, it looks like this. Okay, once we remove these are all things, it look like this content on the our web page. So once we add the css, it looks like this. Okay, so I hope until everything okay, right? So let's back into the our slides. Okay, so today's session we are done the css styles, html and makes website attractive, and also we are done key points like selector, box model, flex, and the responsive design also, right? So this is a today we are done. Okay, so thank you for everyone watching this video. So I hope if you find this video helpful for you, so don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Okay, and who are the ready to career shift or start to career with the software, so don't forget to subscribe this channel to get the more updates about the software technologies. Okay, so thank you everyone, thank you.